Good morning, my dear students. Okay, so today we will discuss the second lesson, microorganism. Okay, so I have already given you the answers for that, but today we will discuss a little bit about the microorganisms. So, what are microorganisms? Microorganisms, as the name suggests, okay, as the name suggests, microorganisms are those organisms which are cannot be seen by naked eyes. They can be seen only under microscope, compound microscope or electronic microscope. They are very small in size and they cannot be seen with the naked eye. Okay, and these microorganisms are present everywhere. They are present in air, they are present in water, they are present in soil, they are present inside our body also. Okay, and various places. Okay, these microorganisms, the person who study, the scientists who study microorganisms are called microbiologists, and the branch of study of microorganisms is called microbiology. Okay, so now we will discuss about the types of the microorganisms. But before going there, this microorganisms, okay, these microorganisms are all single cell. They are made up of a single cell and they remain in the atmosphere by forming a hard layer, hard coating over their cell, and this hard coating is called cyst. So as soon as they enter into any host body, they break this cyst and they start multiplying. Okay, this is how they live. Now we will discuss about the types of the microorganisms. Okay. So we know there are 5 types. Broadly they are divided into 5 categories. Okay. So number 1 is bacteria. Okay. The second one is fungi. Third one is protozoa. The fourth one is algae. Okay, and the last one is virus. Okay, and by now you know everybody knows that virus is a microorganism. Why? Because of the same reason that you are staying at home. Okay, the coronavirus. Clear? So these are the broadly all the microorganisms can be divided into these 5 categories. Okay, so now we will discuss one by one. So today the time permits, we will discuss only the bacteria part. Okay, so what is bacteria? What is bacteria? Okay, what are its various shapes, how it lives, and what are its uses? Okay, so first of all about the bacteria. Bacteria are the smallest microorganisms that is available, and also it is found most abundant in the nature. It is found in the soils, it is found in water, it is found in air, and also it is found in our digestive system also. These bacteria inside our body are very useful. Okay, so now the size of the bacteria. Okay, the size of the bacteria mostly it figures from 0.2 to 1.5 millimeter. Okay, micrometer. Sorry. Temperature. Okay, the temperature they can easily multiply between the range of 30 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, shape. Okay, there are many shapes, but broadly they are divided. They can be in 4 shapes. Okay, so let me rub. Then we write it down in the up. Okay, the shapes. Okay, the first shape you will find about the bacteria is spherical. Okay, and we say it as a in the form of coccus. COCU. Second one is in the shape of rod shape. Okay, rod shape, and it is called bacilli. BACILLI. And the third is we say as a comma shape. Okay, and it is vibrio. And the fourth one is spiral. And it is called spirillum. Okay, so these are the broadly the bacteria. They have this four type of shapes: spherical, coccus, rod shape, bacilli, comma shape, vibrio, and spiral, the spirillum. Okay, the diagram is in your book. You can see the various diagrams that are drawn into the book. Okay, now come to the respiration part. Okay, now come to the respiration part. They both some bacteria what do? They do aerobic respiration. Okay, they do aerobic respiration. Some do aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, as we know, that is requiring of oxygen. Okay, and anaerobic respiration, that oxygen is not required, absence of oxygen. Respiration done in oxygen and respiration in absence of oxygen. So bacteria, some bacteria follow aerobic respiration, some bacteria follow anaerobic respiration. Okay, now how they see these bacteria, whenever they enter into any body, that means in human body, in food, or in any animal body, in plant, then how they multiply. Okay, how they multiply, they follow the rule of binary fission. Okay, what is binary fission? Suppose you consider that one bacteria that is entering into our body. Okay, as soon as they enter into our body, they get attached to our body and they apply over the system of our body, and then what they will divide into two. Okay, then these two will divide again into two, this two again divide into two, this one again divide into two. Okay, and this division goes on, continue. So this type of division or multiplication is called binary fission. So bacteria follow, most of the bacteria follow this binary fission. Okay, sorry, friends, this is not my regular tuition room, so it is happening in this way. Now the importance. Okay, now we come to the importance part of this bacteria. So these bacteria also have many importances. Okay, number one we can say as a medicine. Okay, medicine importance. Many bacteria, they are used to prepare antibiotics. Okay, many antibiotics that are present in the market. Streptomycin is an antibiotic. Okay, many vaccines are also made with the help of this bacteria. So it has a lot of medicine importance. Okay, then agriculture. Okay, agriculture importance also it has, because the dead remains of the plants and animals, these are the organic remains. Okay, when they die, fall on the ground, these bacteria, they digest those bodies and the nutrients are absorbed into the ground. So in this way the ground is becoming fertile. Okay, then again what we have studied about the bacteria, they take up nitrogen from the atmosphere and they dissolve into the ground, into the water, and then they provide to the plants. So nitrification is there, ammonification is there, nitrogen fixation bacteria also we know, the leguminous plant, and okay, so lot of agricultural importance are also there. Okay, now we come to the third part, the industrial use. Okay, lot of industrial uses are there. Okay, so few only I will mention. First one, what we have, we know that curd is made from milk. Okay, how? Because of the lactobacillus bacteria. Clear? Then what we have, cheese. You kids love cheese. Cheese, pasta, cheese, all things are made up of cheese you like. Okay, how these cheese are made? With the help of bacteria only. Okay, then all the bakery product, you know, they are made with the help of this microorganism bacteria. Okay, then what? Vinegar, we know acetic acid that is used in the household goods. Okay, household preparation, vinegar is used. So this is also made with the help of bacteria, and many other uses are there. In a nutshell, when you go through the lines of the book, we read, okay, and also you read through the answers that I have given, definitely you will find very good, very interesting one. So go through the book also and go through this video also once and twice, then you will understand in a better way. So thank you for today. Stay at home, stay healthy, and stay safe. This is the only way how we can fight the coronavirus. Okay, thank you.